Massive shoe, huge shoe. The upcoming release of the Nike SB Dunk High Hawaii's is going to be absolutely monster huge, and there are a ton of reasons for it, but there's one massive reason. So I mean, you could look at the upper and look at the design of it just as an SB Dunk High. That's enough reason for it to be a huge shoe and for everybody out there to be interested in it, thinking, you know, I need to be getting in line for these guys. But that's not it. That's not the reason. It could be the swooshes and the tongues that are out of this world crazy. It could even be the secret inside to the shoe and not the outside that we'll get into today. But it's not all that. What it is that most places aren't talking about these guys yet, and we're only going to be about 10 days away from the drop. And if we're that close to the drop and most places haven't started talking about these guys yet, we're talking about an under the radar SB Dunk High that's out of this world cool, a phenomenal shoe that might just go for a steal, might be more available than we expect it to be. So with that being said, let's get into this and have a look at the shoe and take it apart, look at the details and make this one of the best shoes of the season, the upcoming release of the Nike SB Dunk High Hawaii. This is the Tokyo Bara 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Bara 23 Sneaker Channel です。毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. And every single day from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today in the spotlight is an SB Dunk High, and right behind me here is a different Dunk High, which was the Carpet Company's, a very recent release. And I could also put up the Dark Sulfur, actually, which haven't dropped yet, but they're in line to drop before these Hawaii's. But back to those Carpet Companies, these are the kind of highs that are kicking around right now, but the Carpet Companies are extra special because they revealed something below the outer upper, and that happens in today's shoe as well. So hopefully the Carpet Company reveal is is revealed to you on the green screen just now, and then in today's video I'll talk you through the different hits that make up this great shoe, including that reveal in the SB Dunk High Hawaii's. So we'll get into all that today and talk about that release date that is projected for April the 20th. Now I've seen April the 20th in two places. I think it was Kicks on Fire and I want to say Sneaker Bar Detroit, whereas Sneaker News and there was something else, it might mean Soul Collector or Soul Supplier, I can't remember which, they just said spring 2021. So there's still a bit of debate about whether I'm right in these guys coming April the 20th, but I think I am, and I think you're in for a treat if you can get your hands on them. And like I said, the places out there aren't all over them yet, even the official images aren't released yet, and that leads me to think there just isn't that much, hype behind these guys. They're bubbling away down low, and if you get in there fast enough, and if you get in there before there's a lot of hype on the shoe, I think you could be in for an absolute steal, a gem of a shoe, a great looking shoe that's, like I said, there's been a lot of SB Dunk Highs this year. I mean, we're in April 2021, and right at the turn of the year, there was something, I can't remember what it was, but we also had Dunk Highs for the All-Star Weekend, and like I said, those Dark Sulfurs, and also the Carpet Company. So great Dunk Highs all across the first 4 months of the year, and this one here is right in line with all of that. Beautiful shoe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to the heart of it. There is other great stuff on the shoes, the tongues, the swooshes, the outsoles, midsoles, the actual outer patterning on it, and we'll get to all of that. But first things first, let's just go straight into this shot right here, which is a picture of the heel, and what you're seeing is the standard outer on, I think, on this side of the picture, but it's the left shoe, and then hopefully behind me here on the right, but it might be switched, doesn't matter, you can see for yourself. The green and orange is having the outer upper stripped away, and one of the things I've noticed about the pictures that we've seen of these guys with the outer upper stripped away is it still leaves a sort of blue pink kind of feel around things, because you can't quite get all of the material off, a sort of jagged edge, and hopefully you're able to see that on this heel here where the swooshes come around to the back, and you see a sort of blue jagged rough edge onto those swooshes, which is the old outer upper, which you can see on the left shoe in that blue and pink, kind of greeny blue and pink, and then that's replaced on the, well, it's not replaced, it's revealed on the right shoe for us. And of course the left shoe has the same inner upper on it, but someone making this great shot here gives us that picture of the original outer upper alongside the revealed outer upper. So that's the big detail on the shoe, that's the talking point in the shoe. But like I said, the swooshes and the tongues are also a big talking point, and actually the outsole's kind of cool as well. So staying with that upper, we'll start backwards and work our way forwards and talk about the two colors on the revealed upper, and then we'll get into the original upper first. So the two main colors on the revealed upper are the orange with the Hawaiian shirt feel, and then the green in the other places. So first things first, we'll look at that orange. It's that classic, if you close your eyes and think Hawaiian shirts, you would think, you know, something along these lines, that orange kind of backdrop with the white detailing on the top and a lot of nature and natural feel to it. I think there's leaves and bird wings and stuff like that going on in that orange part of the shoe. But what's interesting is that makes up the sort of lower panels on the shoe. But if you come above that onto the ankle and the toe, they've gone with a roughed up green suede, a kind of hairy suede in there, which is very much in contrast to the orange, but it's also in contrast to the original upper, because the original upper is all one. There's only one upper on the original, but when you peel it away, it reveals two different tones to the upper below. So you've got that orange with the white patterning on the panels, and then the ankle support and the toe box is that green roughed up kind of, it's a roughed up suede, and it's supposed to give a feel for kind of hemp and getting into the world of hemp, and that will be, you know, coming out in the tongues and the laces as well when we get to them in a minute. So first things first, the revealed upper, orange and white in one place or some places, and then the other places roughed up green suede. Very, very nice. And then back to the original upper, before you've peeled it that way, you can see, like I said, total encapsulates the whole shoe. That in that basically the base is kind of a bluey green, and then the detailing on top of it is kind of pink, and it's still in those natural flowers. It still fits that narrative of the Hawaiian shirt, you know, the floral hula shirt. I'm sure there's a way to describe them. All I can think of is Magnum PI, but you guys are probably way too young to know what that is that I'm talking about. But the original upper in itself would have been fine. You know, people would have still crawled all over these guys as Hawaiian representations of really, really nice looking shoes. But that, like I say, the upper reveals a second upper below. But there's a beautiful upper in and of itself, base in that green and blue kind of feel, or greeny blue feel. And then on top of that, you've got the pink kind of natural hits. So that's the upper, the main kind of selling point of the shoe. But I really think that it's the tongues and the swooshes that kind of pull the whole thing together. So we'll get into that now and have a look at the swooshes first, I think. And you see they are detailed in that kind of hemp feel. It's almost like a thick canvas or a canvas sack feel to it, and light kind of tan feel. And we'll get into that when we look at the outsoles in a minute. But that is not changed when you strip away the upper. You don't strip away the hemp on the swooshes. That stays the same. And it works for both the original and the revealed upper on these guys. So that stays the same. And like I said before, you could see the jagged edge around the swoosh where the original upper is left behind once you've torn it away. And then on the tongues, it's exactly the same materials and exactly the same colors and designs. That hemp kind of feel, that canvasy feel to the tongues. And again, they don't reveal anything else. They stay the same once the original upper is stripped away. And at the top, you've got in a beautiful orange, pop-in orange branding panel at the top of the tongues there, in that kind of tan feel as well, the Nike swoosh SB branding at the top there. And then the final real thing to look at is the midsole outsole kind of connection, which works in both uppers. It's a white midsole and a sail outsole, and that works with the original sort of bluey green and pink upper, and then when stripped away to reveal the orange, white and green, that still works because it's tied to the hemp that's on the swoosh and on the tongue. So that outsole and that sail really sort of ties the shoe together and works for the whole thing. So speaking of the whole thing, here it is one last time. The whole shoe, absolutely stonking thing. There's a lot of reasons why this will be hot. Just the SB Dunk High, you're dumb. SB Dunk High Hawaii, absolutely. SB Dunk High Hawaii with floral patterning, I'm in. SB Dunk High Hawaii with floral patterning that strips away to reveal a second upper, absolutely. And then nobody's really talking about it, so it could be a sleeper for us to get our hands on. A big shoe, I think it's going to be one of those ones that people look back and are like, how did I miss out on that one? But hopefully, thanks to this video, you're not gonna. And with that being said, that's the end of this video today. To finish it up, so that look at the Nike SB Dunk High Hawaii, I hope you appreciated it. I hope you took something out of it. Maybe I revealed something to you that you didn't know already, or maybe I reinforced something that you already knew. But either way, I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below, what you think of the shoe and of the video. But for now, it's time for me to wrap it up. Thank you guys for checking out the content, and I'll say the same thing that I say at the end of every single video, which is that I do this every single day. And that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.